In this video, we're going to be talking about natal sun in Aries in the second house and what this placement means for you when it is in the natal chart. And with that being said, what the sun represents in astrology is it represents the way that we constantly tend to act. So it's how our actions come across to others, and it's an aspect of our personality. It's how we stand out and how we are seen by others. And it's also our ego, because the sun rules Leo, and the way that we act is always in accordance to our ego when it comes to the sun. That's what it represents. So it's our sense of value to others and how we want to be seen. Now, when you have the sun in the second house, which is the house of value, worth, resources, wealth, and talents, this indicates that you want to be seen in the world for your sense of worth. So sometimes this can come in the form of your accumulations, your possessions, but other times it could just be your sense of worth as an individual, like your talents, your integrity, your quality. So generally speaking, when the sun is in the second house or in the sign Taurus, it shows somebody that has a quality character or like wants to be seen as a quality or a valuable person. Now, secondly, the sun in this case is in Aries, which is its sign of exaltation. And Aries sun is somebody that has a strong personality and projects themselves outwardly into the world with confidence and boldness. And the way that they act is constantly in alignment to the way that they perceive things and to their identity. So they're very direct and forthright individuals. And also Aries is the sign of the self. So an exalted sun in Aries is, indicative of somebody that stands out as an individual or that seeks to stand out. And they could have a competitive streak about them as well. They like to beat out competition, and they sometimes can get in disagreements with others based on their strong point of view, but they don't mind that, and they rise up to that occasion. So when you have the sun in Aries in the second house, this means that you individually and personally stand out in terms of talents, because you have this exalted planet in your second house, which is about resources or talents, and you have it in the sign of the self. So often this placement indicates somebody that is talented and that has personal abilities or talents. And this could be physical. So you could have physical talents. You could be like flexible as well, or something of that nature. You could be a good singer or like a talented person. But oftentimes, in this case, it also represents creative talents. And the reason why is because the sign that has the second house in Aries is naturally Pisces, which is all about creativity, imagination, and potential. So with that being said, the next point is that when you have the sun in Aries in the second house, everything that you do will tend to come from a place revolving around value. So either to increase your value and self-worth or to demonstrate it. And you tend to not do things that clash with your sense of self-worth and your value or your sense of quality. Now, also, the second house in Aries is all about the possibility to do things, because the second house is about wealth. So it's about things that we have, and Aries is about doing things. So the things that you are most passionate about is being able to do things when you have this placement. So that's why these people sometimes are either born with talents or they just have this desire to develop talents, especially musical talents, film talents, or like physical abilities as well, and creative endeavors too. But like the things that they're most passionate about is expanding their ability to do things. And that's also how they're seen in the world. They're seen as people that are capable of certain things, or that have certain talents, whatever that may mean for you. So with that being said, that basically sums up this placement. It's a nice placement because of the exalted quality, and this being in the second house of worth and talents and resources. So other than that, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting in any way that you do. If you'd like a comprehensive natal chart reading with all your planets and your ascendant, then check out the link in my description to my Patreon, where I do a natal chart reading for each subscriber there. And also I have a link to my email in the description if you'd like to contact me that way with any inquiries. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching, and other than that, I will talk to you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.